What's up, everybody? It's MammalDXX back with another episode of Your Comments On, and this time we'll be tackling Warriors again. This is kind of like the post-release. I did the pre-release before, and when I did that, I had a special guest named MaxHP, and he decided that he wanted to return again.
I did! It's because I'm giving my opinion out on this game everywhere. Because I'm also doing a review with Blazing Knight.
Oh, good.
Again.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'll probably also put like a quick thing on my channel. So,
oh,
yeah.
Good. Well, I'm glad to. How are you, Max?
I'm fine. I actually have a video coming out soon for once.
Oh, what is the video?
I can't say much. It's about hats.
Is it in time?
And it's not. Kyle, I was gonna trick them to think it was gonna be Mario Odyssey.
Well,
God damn it.
It's fine. It works.
It's funny that there's two games that are platformers that revolve around hats, but anyway.
We'll talk about Odyssey later, I'm sure, because Fire Emblem Warriors. But let's talk about Warriors, this beautiful game that just released, and
great game.
It is a great game. I think we both agree that it's a great game. It has flaws, but it's a good game. And so I asked for your comments, and now we're going to read 14 of them. I hope you're ready, because I'm ready. Good. Here's the first one. Shoe Fighters says, the premonitions need to stop.
If FE16 starts with a premonition, I swear to God,
I'm gonna lose it.
I don't know what I'd do, but I'd take a heavy breath and sigh really loudly.
It's going to.
I know it will, and I know it's going to, because I guess it's just a requirement in Fire Emblem now. I guess. Except for Heroes. Heroes didn't have it.
Yeah, that's true. Everything else has, though. Well, TMS didn't.
Yeah. No, it had a flashback.
It had a flashback, which is better than a premonition, in my opinion. I just feel like they're like, oh, it worked in Awakening so well, it hooked everybody, so we have to keep doing it in every game.
See, Awakening, because in Awakening it was kind of like a puzzle piece kind of thing. It was sort of like, oh, what this happens? Oh, geez, what are the events that lead up to this? How does this end up happening, and how do they get out of this mess? It works. In Fates, it was just like, okay, yeah, we already knew this was kind of coming. It's kind of the main advertisement of the game. And then it happens in
Echoes.
It happens in Echoes, and like, all right, okay, why?
Echoes.
That's just like at that point you're just spoiling the game. That's not even funny.
I don't know. I really hate Awakenings personally. I just feel like when you put Premonition in, you know that the characters that are in that scene are going to live to that point. So all threats before that point are just pointless and useless. Like there's no threat if you think about that beginning scene.
I agree with that.
That's what bothers me.
And Warriors 1 is harmless, to be honest.
Warriors 1 is like, well,
it's harmless because we already knew that like it's nobody. All the characters have to be usable, so you know.
Yeah. Well, here's a good question about Warriors.
Fire Emblem Warriors. What about the story?
Thank you, Custom.
Oh God, where do we even begin with the fucking story? Somehow, I was already expecting the story to suck. I was not going in expecting anything, and somehow they still managed to disappoint me.
So
I don't know how they did it. I don't know how they did that.
It's so bad.
They made a story that's worse than Fate's. I don't understand how they did that.
Yeah. Okay, that was the question. I was going to ask if it was worse than Fate's, and well,
it's definitely worse than Fate's. Fate's at least has the benefit of having like potential, and it's like bad in interesting ways. Like it's kind of fascinating in the ways that it's bad.
There are good parts
Warriors
of Fate.
is just yeah. Warriors is just like
bad.
Oh God,
constantly
there's
bad.
nothing interesting here. Like they spend 4 missions in a row with the fucking misunderstanding trope that I fucking hate.
It's just retelling Awakening and Fates.
Here's what it is. It's Awakening with tiny aspects of not Shadow Dragon. Sacred Stone's plot.
What?
That's what it is. Because it's kind of like, you got to collect the things.
Oh, yeah, I
and
get
then,
the Gleamstones.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah, the Gleamstones. It's kind of similar. But, like, that's basically all it is. It's like a terrible version of Awakening's plot with subtle aspects of others.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible. Something that contributes to the terribleness are a few certain people. I have 2 comments here. I want to send both of them because I have 2 points to make with these. So these are the 2 comments. Plasma says, Lemonheads better not be in the sequel. But Name says, Liana actually wasn't that bad. So,
okay.
Rowan and Darius are the worst things ever, and Liana wasn't that bad.
Okay, I'll agree with you on Rowan. I will agree with you on Rowan. Rowan is the worst fucking thing ever. The worst lord. Worse than Corrin.
Oh my god, he's so bad.
Worse than Corrin. Leanna's fine. She's just bland, which,
she's average.
There are plenty of bland lords. There's plenty of bland lords. She fits on into any of them. She's fine.
Good voice acting.
Darius, I think was okay, to be honest, if I'm honest.
Well, that's the end of this video. I don't want to collaborate with MaxHP. I'm just kidding.
I don't know. I didn't see the problem with Darius. I mean, obviously, can we talk spoilers?
Yeah, sure. Who cares?
So I think everyone called that he ends up turning evil.
Yeah.
Everyone pretty much called that. It wasn't anything amazing, but I don't think it was anything that's like super angering. Like it was fine. It was kind of believable, somewhat, kind of.
My whole kingdom turned, but don't worry, I'm not turning. I don't know. I'm like, all right, yeah, sure, Darius. You just happened to be there when your people attacked. I don't know. It just bothered me so much.
It turned out he was bad, but not actually bad. Like the dragon was controlling him. So I get the sense that it was the dragon's fault, which. It's not like a great plot point, but at least it's like it's not something the series hasn't done before. It's more like a Leon from Sacred Stone situation where it's like, it's like he had good intentions, but like something ended up corrupting him. I didn't think it was like offensive. I didn't think it was like the worst thing ever. Rowan can fuck off, though.
Yeah, Rowan's the worst. His voice acting is just annoying. Sorry.
Oh God.
Sorry, voice actor. It's not you. It's how they wanted to portray you.
If I didn't like most of the other voice actors in English, I would have switched to Japanese.
Liana's voice acting I liked a lot. Like, it was one of my favorites.
I mean, Liana's voice acting's fine.
I mean, I like it. I liked it a lot. I don't know.
I like it.
Either way, if they do have a sequel, I'm sure Darius will be back, along with the Lemonheads. Maybe,
yeah, probably.
Rowan will actually get character or something, Probably not, but,
Maybe.
That'd be nice. Now that we talked about that part of the cast, from Alexi, who always posts troll comments, but he didn't this time.
The roster isn't bad. It would have been all over the place with characters from every game.
What do you think?
I'm inclined to agree for the most part. I think there's a limit. I think they could have done more with the roster, but
I think so too.
I don't think there's any sense in. I think there's sense in limiting it. I think it does make sense.
If Intelligent Systems had listened to the fans and put like 2 characters from every game into this game, the story would be out of control. They'd be jumping from like realm to realm, character set to character set.
Yeah.
It would be. Just awkward.
And even to fill out the roster, even with clones, they would still need to like have it be like 1 lord and 1 villain, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Or like 2, or even if no villains, then just 2 main characters. And even then, you wouldn't be able to fill all of them we wouldn't have all of them have 2. What I think they should have done is, first of all, if you look at the special edition poster, you have Lynn just there, and at the bottom you have Celica on one side. So what I'm thinking they should have done is just even it out. Should have just 3 more characters is all it would have taken. Eliwood, Hector, Alm.
3 more clones.
Probably like 2 more clones at least. Hector could have been his own character.
Just simply because Lynn and Celica are in history mode, it makes me think they were last minute additions. Like final decisions.
Lynn I don't think was last minute. I think Celica was.
Yeah. They didn't know that they actually put Celica in the game before they knew Echoes was happening.
So they must have like used her original character design and then Nintendo says like, oh wait, Echoes is happening here. Use this new updated character design.
Yeah, they didn't know about Echoes happening, and they were already planning on putting Celica in the game, which is why
That's interesting.
History mode map looks like the Gaiden map instead of Echoes.
Yeah, and that's why most of her like specials, like her Ragnarok references her Ragnarok and Gaiden rather than Echoes.
Yeah, it wouldn't have hurt, but I think if they had more than one character for Lyn and Celica from their game, they would have had to be included in the story, and I think that was probably their biggest thing.
Yeah, I think that was the issue.
Well, it's pretty safe to say that they put Fate's Awakening and all that Shadow Dragon in there for good sales because of a sequel, as Mohammed Fair says. I hope there is a Fire Emblem Warriors 2 where they make everything better and put in characters that people like. And I think that's what the Awakening and Fate's characters are building up to. Like, this is to prove that they can get sales for it, and then the sequel will give us the Eliwood, the Hector, the the everything.
When they say make everything better, I'm sure they could, but I'm sure there's probably like ways you can make it better. But I think what's surprising about this game is how Fire Emblem it is. It's very Fire Emblem. Yeah. It's a lot more Fire Emblem than I thought it would be. Yeah. And I think with the complaints about the roster, I think what they were trying to, what a lot of people wanted was a Dynasty Warriors game with a Fire Emblem skin, even though that's what people would have criticized it for. And I think Koei Tecmo ended up making something else, something that's more Fire Emblem rather than Dynasty Warriors. I'm sure, and it's a healthy mix of both,
but
which I think is good.
I will say, comparing this to Hyrule Warriors, the gameplay is a lot more repetitive because there's less diversity in gameplay. Because, like, say Hyrule Warriors had the bosses, we don't have bosses in Fire Emblem Warriors. I just feel like there's a lot more to do in Hyrule Warriors on the field.
I think the objectives and the sub-objectives are more important and more varied than in Hyrule Warriors. And I think the strategy elements give it that replayability. And plus, regarding play styles, obviously there are clones, but I think the movesets are like much better all across the board. Like in Hyrule Warriors, there were characters I hated playing as. I didn't want to bother playing as Girahim. Agatha was terrible. There were just plenty of characters and movesets that I hated playing as. And I didn't when there was a mission that required me to play as those characters, I couldn't stand it.
Well, that leads straight into this next comment.
It's like Hyrule Warriors with a less diverse cast of characters. I don't know what you were expecting.
No, I mean, it's just like, there's just more clones.
That's what I would say.
There's just more clones.
That's what I would say. But, like, first of all, if you go back to, like, my speculation video, my entire, me and Blazenet's entire idea was based on the idea that, like, this game, the only way this game could work is with clones. Because you have characters, with character classes, which are effectively the same. It's the only way it would work if you want to get those characters in there. Because there's just so many, and there's so many that people want, it's not going to work with, it's just not going to work. Now, obviously, they gave us a lot less than what I would have wanted.
Mm-hmm. I think it's diverse. I just think it could have been more diverse, personally.
Yo, yeah, definitely. But I think calling it not diverse enough is kind of reductive.
Like, I still don't understand why Ryoma and Owain are clones of each other.
Well, that's a whole situation where that could be placeholders. We don't know yet. I think we have to wait till the DLC comes out.
I am pretty sure that Owain's clone.
I want to hope, but I've gotten burned for that in the past. But anyway.
But I don't know. There are just some that I'm just like, okay, like Sakura and Takumi and Niles, they're all the same.
And Anna,
they're all the same. Okay, they couldn't make more than two archers.
We didn't need 3 archers with the exact same moveset.
Yeah, that's just too much. I don't know. That really bothers me.
With the same moveset. I could have. I mean, Sakura and Takumi being the same, fine, but then at least make Anna a little bit.
Anna and Niles.
Give her like give her like a sword. Give her like a Levin sword to like, you know, make her like a trickster kind of class.
Make her Awakening Anna. Why can't Chrom use a lance and become Oboro?
I don't know.
That's my question.
Why not?
Like, why can't he or Lucina do that? That's something I would...
Lucina, I don't know. Could Chrom use Lance and Awakening? I don't
they could. They both could.
I know Lucina could.
Yeah, Chrom could. Like, that's what I was hoping for. I was hoping for different types of weapons. I don't know.
Yeah, different weapon types. I don't know.
Nah,
whatever.
I mean, it's still a good game. It's still great.
Sequel,
exactly. Stuff for the sequel. But let's talk about the biggest. We touched on this a little bit, but Count Christu, my previous guest, says characters that are already in the game as enemies allies with movesets locked behind DLC is so scummy.
Yeah. Okay. I've been a staunch defender of this game. I've been very active in giving this game the benefit of the doubt.
Same.
That I will not defend.
Yeah, no, absolutely terrible.
That is a terrible business practice and a terrible decision. I do not approve of that. It's scummy. I think, especially since a lot of people, you know, since you set the precedent with giving like us like those original characters in Hyrule Warriors for free.
Yep.
And then not doing that for this game it's scummy. I think it's scummy.
Absolutely, I agree 100%.
I know it's not every character in the DLC, but like it's still almost half.
They're there. They are like in the game. Just like give us the ability to control it. Like,
and obviously like the ones that are in the game are not totally complete. They don't have support. They don't have specials, etc., etc.
I think it comes down
But
to that.
I really think they should have delayed this to February 2018.
Wow, oh really?
I think if it seemed like if they wanted to, they could have had, if they had more time, they could have added those other characters in naturally.
Yeah.
And then they could have been in the base game, or perhaps even we could have gotten those characters I mentioned earlier, Eliwood, Hector, and Alm. But I don't know. It is the way it is. I guess they wanted to have more stuff to announce at for both the Direct and the Nintendo Switch presentation, so they didn't want to release it too late and they didn't want to delay it.
That's true. They wanted like big games from their big IPs like Mario, Zelda, Fire Emblem, Splatoon all in 1 year.
I don't blame them. After the Wii U, they needed things to sell.
Yeah.
They needed the Switch to sell. I don't blame them.
Well, let's talk about something more positive.
History mode in this game is incredible. I would have liked to have a few more extra costumes for each character, though. Also, Takumi and Sakura are clones.
Yeah, we talked about the clones thing, but history mode is amazing.
History mode. I'm good. I'm good with history mode. It's top notch.
Love it.
None of that filler crap from adventure mode and Hyrule Warriors.
Yes.
Dumb. I think it's just. I think first of all the fact that even like the story elements, like I think it's kind of interesting how they like for like especially the ones that are not in the game naturally, they use characters that are in the game as like fillers for like those characters, for where those characters would be. It's kind of an interesting take.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people will see that as a slap in the face or like salt in the wound. I don't know. I don't totally see it that way. I think it's more just like a tribute.
I think it's fine. I think it's just another way to get these characters to converse with, like, say, Lyn or Celica. It's nice to see.
Totally.
Like, Seda and Lyn talk. I don't know. I like it a lot. I like everything about it. Like, the seeing the story play out again just in different ways. The diverse, like, game modes, except for Shadow Elimination, are fantastic. Like, Arena's amazing.
Shadow Elimination, I love, because they're, like, really difficult, and they require a lot of strategy.
Oh, you do.
I mean, I love them in the same way I love, like, Chapter 10 of Conquest, and that I fucking hate it. Like, if you know the strategies and you're good at the game, you can beat it pretty well.
They are a lot more strategic than others. It just, sometimes they're really stupid. Anyways.
History mode's cool. It's also a nice post-game challenge.
Yes.
I remember it also harks back to a time when characters were unlockable, and you had to actually work to get characters.
I love it.
Remember that?
Yeah, good times.
Remember when games did that? Isn't that amazing? I forgot what that felt like.
Yeah, I do like that a lot.
Because you have to buy everything now.
True. Well,
anyway.
Continuing the positivity for this game. But anyways, Hero Watcher 840 says, Music, changing announcer's voice, supports, performance mode, and gameplay is really awesome. We talked about gameplay, and
let's talk about those first few things though, because those are
music.
All right, music.
It's good.
Beautiful.
It's not the greatest thing in the world, but it's good. It's very good.
It's not perfect in all areas, but that final boss theme.
Oh my god! Right? I just realized it the other day how good it is.
Like, okay, obviously we already talked about how the story sucked, but in that moment where I was fighting the final boss, I was so fucking pumped.
Yeah, that's so good.
I was so hyped.
The music's amazing. I love that final boss music. It's just 10 out of 10. And then changing the announcer's voice. I talked about this in my most recent video, top 5 good things in Warriors. I'm like, this is like the greatest thing ever. I can hear Tiki whenever I want.
I know. That's like, and you have to unlock that too, which is neat. Like, you can just unlock these things. It's like awesome. You don't have to like get a voice package. But there's kind of a side note. Back to history mode. I love it that the sound effects change.
Oh, I know. Per map, yeah.
That like the menu sound effects for each history mode map. Like you get GBA sound effects for Lynn's map.
That's true.
Guidance sound effects for that. I love that.
Yeah, that is amazing.
Nice
I
little
agree.
detail.
Supports.
Most of them are really good.
I agree.
I like most of them.
They're all all the
really
ones I've
good.
seen are really good. I'm impressed.
Frederick Leo.
Yes.
We're never gonna top that. It's the best support in any Fire Emblem game, and we can just go home and never try again. That's the best one. We're never gonna top it.
And Lynn and Takame are both really good.
The performance on the performance from Max Middleman is just beautiful.
True.
Just 10 out of 10 voice acting.
So supports are great, and we talked about the gameplay and everything. Well, one thing that I have a big issue with the game that like at first I thought it was me being lazy, but in reality it's not just me, and a lot of people are complaining about it. And if you would like to read this.
How the hell have they not improved the UI? I dread going into the menu for anything. Well, I think here's the thing. I don't like the fact that once you start a battle, you can't go into camp.
Yep, that's
like if
so
I want to, I realize,
stupid.
I can upgrade some stuff. Let me do that. I have to like end the map and then like go back to the menu, go to the camp, and then go back to it.
Yeah.
Like, wait for it to load again. That's
so annoying. I hate that so much.
I think like the actual Fire Emblem map, like the strategy map, that's done pretty well, to be honest. I think I like most of like that.
I think that part's fine. I think it's just the menu UI that's just really annoying. Like, why isn't Convoy at the top of the list when you press Y on a preparation? Like, why do you have to go back to camp, like you said, and just
why do you have to scroll down for Anna's conditions?
Yeah, like that should be at the top. That's such an important thing.
It should be like already there. It should be like a little top like thing on the like a little small window at the top, so you could just see it.
I wish there was like some sort of kill counter somewhere on the screen, because I pause it like every 3 minutes to check kills. I'm like, did I get 2,000 yet? Like, did everybody else get 2,000 yet? I don't know.
That's
just a very small thing.
I obviously I would pause anyway because I do strategy.
That's
and
true.
Move my units, but we talk about like the AI. How have they not gotten this right yet? Why can't ally AI do anything?
Okay, I will say it's better than Hyrule Warriors. They actually take places.
Oh, it's far better than Hyrule Warriors.
They actually capture things, but they still do nothing. It just takes like 10 times
like,
longer.
If you send them to do any kind of difficult like enemy that you want them to hold off, like forget it.
Yeah, the AI is.
The AI still. I still don't understand. How many games have they done? Like they
6,000.
Can't get this right yet.
Oh no.
They can't get this right yet. Like this is just a problem with Warriors in general. That's not even like Fire Emblem Warriors. This is just in general.
Well, it's getting better, as you can see from Hyrule Warriors to Fire Emblem Warriors.
It's slowly
getting there.
Very slowly.
Well, one of the most controversial things about Warriors was the release, in America at least, being so close to Odyssey. And so Plastic Ike says, let's release the game a week before from Odyssey in the US so that we can maximize our profits.
Yeah, that was a great plan.
Terrible.
I don't understand why they didn't like release this like a week after the Japanese release or like 2 weeks. I think the localization was ready by that point.
I don't get it either. Like, what were they waiting?
They could have released this game like 2 weeks sooner. I don't understand. Like maybe was it because like there's other games? What other games were coming out?
Nothing. Just Mario and Luigi.
Not for the Switch.
Yeah.
Not for the Switch at least.
I don't know. Like even an extra week would have been nice before Odyssey. I feel like I had Warriors. Yeah. I had such a little time with Warriors before I had Odyssey, and Odyssey's obviously the better game.
I got a ton of time with it because I was on vacation when it came out.
Well, isn't that wonderful, Max, to have vacation?
But I understand, like, if I'm right now, I'm not having much time with Odyssey because I'm back at work now. So, like if this were the reverse situation, like with Warriors, I'd be, it doesn't make sense. Like, you barely have time with Warriors, and then Odyssey is the next big thing. Like, obviously Odyssey is going to be good. Mm-hmm. No one was denying it was going to be good.
Obviously it's going to be better, which it is.
I don't think it's not 10 out of 10, but it's definitely like 9.3 out of 10.
Yeah. But, like you said, releasing February 2018 would have been better, but...
I think it would have been better. Yeah. I think both for the content as well as for its sales. I don't know what its sales in America are yet. We don't think they haven't released it yet.
Koei Tecmo said they're pleased with the sales so far. That's all I've heard.
That's good.
So that's good.
Which means we'll hopefully get a sequel, which is good.
Hopefully.
And everyone can be happy.
Well...
No, they probably won't be happy.
True. Well, I have a quick question for you regarding this comment.
Out of all the FE spin-offs, Warriors was easily the worst.
So that is what, TMS and Warriors, right? Those are the only spin-offs. Yeah. So which one's better, Max?
I mean, do you want the honest answer or do you want you want to hear?
Just hit it. Just hit me.
I mean, Warriors is better. I'm sorry.
Friendship ended.
I mean, this isn't news to you, right?
I know. No, Warriors is... I honestly don't know which one's better in my eyes, but I like them both a lot.
Here's the thing with the spin-off. Here's the thing between this and TMS. When you look at Fire Emblem Warriors, when you look at exactly what it is, you know exactly what you're getting. Mm-hmm. TMS...
Oh, no, there's Craw.
You have no fucking idea what it is. You look at the box art and what the hell is this? This is... I don't see Fire Emblem, I see FE.
Yeah.
That doesn't. What the hell is that?
Fire Emblem.
When you boot up the game, it's like I see like singing and idols and.
Hey, good music.
What is this?
Fire Emblem.
It doesn't. It's a fine game on its own merits. I think if they had either put more Fire Emblem in it or taken out Fire Emblem entirely, it would have both been a better game and it also would have sold better.
I don't know about that second part.
I didn't realize this was your comments on TMS. Sorry. Sidetrack there. But the point is...
It's a spin-off, so it's relevant.
Spin-off. Warriors is not even close. A solid 8. TMS is a solid 5.
5? You said a 7 a few
6.
months ago.
Maybe 6.
You said 7 a few months ago.
I was being generous.
Okay,
I was being generous to 6.
Alright, fine. Alright, just egg on the hate. Just egg on the hate.
I mean, why would you play that when Persona 5 exists? But that's beside the point.
TMS has better combat than Persona 5. Well, I have a final comment, Max.
Is it from Nezero?
No, it's not.
Okay. Because it usually is.
Yeah, it's true. It usually is. It's I would like you to read it because it's very special and important to me.
Monica's a good girl and did nothing wrong.
It's true.
I will say, Monica's a good girl. I don't think she did nothing wrong though.
She didn't do anything wrong.
I think she did. I think she did wrong for the I don't know.
She made a mistake.
I don't know how I feel about that.
It's okay. She made a mistake.
But this isn't
No.
This isn't
DDLC.
This isn't your comments on DDLC
is always relevant now. Always relevant.
This isn't your comments.
Yes, it is. I'm changing it,
Kyle.
But if you haven't played Doki Doki Literature Club, please go over to Steam and download it. It's free. It's a really good game. Please buy it.
I agree with you, but you can't. It's not buy. They don't have.
I know.
Buy
Please play it. Play it. Play it. Please play it. It's a good game. Monica's good.
Is there an actual final comment or?
Oh no, that was it.
Is that the real final comment?
That was the real final comment.
Okay, I was hoping for something a little more relevant.
No, I think that's climatic enough. I think DDLC will always be relevant.
Okay.
No matter what we talk about.
Great. Go and if you really, really don't want to play it, and like you for whatever reason, you can go to Omniblade's channel and watch me and Kyle torture him to play it.
That dude freaked out. It was hilarious. That was good. It was a good 5.5 hours of him just freaking out.
Good stream.
Good stream.
Good stream.
Good stream. Okay. Anyways, that's your comments on Fire Emblem Warriors featuring DDLC and TMS. I enjoy the game. Max enjoys the game. I hope you enjoy the game. I hope you're not as whiny as you were before the game came out. Any final words, Max HP?
Play A Hat in Time. It's a good game. It's only $30 and you should play it. It's better than Mario Odyssey.
Whoa. That's intense. That's a statement right there. Do you really mean it?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
Give me. Wait, we'll see when I get to writing my top 10 games of 2017.
All right, that's fair. Anyways, Max HP. If you don't know him, he does various videos whenever he wants to upload. He's doing a review soon of a game that we've already talked about. He has a review coming out soon. Check that out. He has a collab coming out with Blazing Knight. Check that out soon. Check out everything.
Probably out. When is this video coming
Sunday.
out? Thursday? Friday? Sunday? It'll probably be out by then.
Okay, good. So yeah, go check that out. Everything will be in the end card advertising Max his channel. If that video's out, it'll be there too. You know, just go check it out. Go check out him. He's a cool guy. Yee. And thank you for coming on again.
No problem.
It was wonderful.
I had fun.
Did you?
Most of it I had fun.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
No, I had fun.
All right. Well, goodbye, everybody.
Bye.